Check, check, checkity, check, 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 check.
Alex, get up here. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fast Forward. I'm Michelle Durham.
And I'm Alex Epperson, and we have a totally rad show for you today.
Yeah, we got the blogger, we got Dr. Cool, we have Braxton's Hated.
But hey, you know what I like?
What's that?
I like stories.
Stories?
Yeah, stories told by kids.
Oh, Alan Proffman's According to Kids is up first.
That's right, check it out.
Hi, I'm Hattie.
Hey, I'm Eden.
And we're telling a story of
Jesus feeding the 5,000. One day, Jesus was crossing the Sea of Galilee, and he saw a hill, and he went with his disciples up and sat on the grassy hill. And there was a great crowd of about 5,000 people following him. And when Jesus noticed the crowd, he said, "Where shall we buy the food for these people?" But
Jesus already knew what he was going to do. And Philip answered, 8 months of wages wouldn't have enough food for everyone to have one bite.
You guys need a little drink?
oh, thank you.
This microphone. Okay. It's all good.
You want me to set this one? It's not
talk
going to
to
pick.
it
Okay.
It doesn't matter
Thank
if it's
you.
a shot.
You want any more?
I'll just take one.
Okay. Yeah, you sleep it down there. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
And then a little boy came up with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. God held it up to the sky, and the numbers multiplied, and there was enough food for everyone, and there was a lot left over, about 12 baskets.
After Jesus had dismissed the crowd from the food, he told the disciples to go get in a boat and go out and ride into the sea, and that he would be praying. And so after he stopped praying, he saw that the boat was pretty far away from shore, and that he decided to walk on the water towards them.
So Jesus walked on the water towards the boat, and the disciples inside the boat screamed out and said, "It's a ghost." And Jesus replied, "Take courage, do not be afraid." And Peter said, "If it is you, Lord, stop laughing." Peter said, "If it is you, Lord, then tell me to come." So Jesus said, "Come," and Peter started walking out into the water. And once the wind came, Peter got very frightened, and he started to sink. He cried out for help. Peter cried out for help. Jesus caught him and said that he had very little faith. So they went back to the boat, and the storm calmed down when they went back.
The wind and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Goodbye.
The end.
You were laughing the whole time.
Half, merely half.
Man, wasn't that a great story by those kids? What are you doing?
I look just like those characters in According to Kids.
I bet you wish your life was like one of those characters. Kind of like how Devin wishes his life was like all of ours.
You see, I'm not alone. My Life As is up next.
Hi everybody, I'm Television's Devin Specht, and have you seen Fast Forward? It's awesome! But you know what I think would make it better? More of me. So this is my life as everyone else. Hi folks, TV's Dr. Cool here. And
What? You're not Dr. Cool. What are you talking about?
Of course I am. Anyway, I'm here to make Alex cool. So first off, I would recommend wearing a shirt like this, maybe spiking your hair, taking care, that kind of thing, you know.
That's not even a cool shirt. You're such an imposter. What are you talking about?
I think I've done my job here. Next show. Booyah. Huh. Brock's most hated. And you know what I don't like? Brock. He's always so angry, man. Like, get with the positivity.
Devin.
Yeah. Hi, Brock.
What are you doing on my show, man?
Next show. Next. Hey, today on Around the World, we're in Delaware, which is the first state and also has no real amazing facts about it. During the Revolution, Washington rode across the Delaware so he could get out of the state and get into the even worse New Jersey. Anyway, that's all the time I have. I'm gonna roll on to the next show. Next! Hi folks, welcome back to Keeping the Peace. I'm your Peace Master, Devin Specht. And on today's show, I have no idea what we're doing. How does Vanessa do this? You know what? Smokers, stop smoking. Secondhand smoke kills people. There, peace kept. All right, next show. My name is Television's Devin Specht, and I am 23 years old, and I don't know anything about the Bible, so I'm going to tell you the story about Frodo and the One Ring. So there's this hobbit named Frodo, and he gets a ring that turns him invisible. But then he goes and throws it in a fire. The end. All right, on to the story. Next. Booyakasha.
Mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you?
Hello, and welcome to Select Tracks. Today we're going to be talking about 70s Swedish supergroup ABBA.
Okay, is this thing on? Hello? Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Alright, Internet's Devin Specht here as a blogger. Figure out how to work this stupid machine. What's this button do? Hold on. Oh, well, it's an awesome dancing button. Hold on. And with that, I think that I've most certainly proved that I am, in fact, awesome and can do everything really well. Thank you, and good night. Man, that television's Devin Specht. He's pretty much the best performer they have.
What are you doing? You're not Alex. You can't be a host too.
Hey, did someone say my name?
Oh, I need a break.
Well, more fast forward after this.
The University Health Center, located on campus at 1500 U Street, offers a wide variety of cares and services. The Health Center offers extensive aid in the areas of dentistry, physical therapy, and psychology. Also on site is a full radiology department equipped with X-ray and EKG machines. The Health Center also offers a fully stocked pharmacy for prescription medication. The UNL Health Center is open 8 to 6 Monday through Thursday and 8 to 5 on Friday. The UNL Health Center, where the top priority is the student's health.
The next time your child decides to become Picasso and use your wall as a canvas, take a deep breath. Sign up for classes at the Lux Center for the Arts. With provided materials and art teachers, she can work alongside aspiring Monets and Warhols and leave your walls the way they are. Enroll your child in classes at the Lux Center for the Arts.
This regional art museum produces 6 to 8 exhibitions annually in its beautiful galleries. Frequent visitors enjoy viewing shows by contemporary artists, as well as sculptures and paintings from the permanent collection. The museum and research library are free and open to the public. The Great Plains Art Museum, located at 1155 Q Street.
More than 700,000 people in the United States have been trafficked. More than 2,000 people have been trafficked within Nebraska, including our city, Lincoln. Nebraska Family Council is fighting to stop this injustice. You can help also by educating yourself and others. For more information, visit nebfc.org. Nebraska Family Council, standing for justice and families since 1988.
Welcome back from the break, folks.
you wanna know what I did on my break?
What'd you do?
I went and I got coffee, because coffee's so delicious and it has so much energy and it has so much caffeine, it gives you so much blood
Maybe you
boiling.
should switch to decaf next time.
No way, man, the blogger says it all. You have to watch the blogger. Watch the blogger now. So much energy, so much caffeine, you have to watch the blogger. Coffee's so awesome, watch the blogger.
Classic Durham.
Hello there, me again. Today, I'm going to talk to you about coffee. I'm addicted. Ever since it was introduced to me, I have been hooked. I use it to wake up, I use it to function. Probably isn't the best thing to confess. And it must be a family thing because my cousin is addicted to it like I am. When we get coffee together, it kinda looks like this. And that's only the half of it. Crashing isn't the bad part. It's the effects that come about. I get like these weird stomach tingly feelings, gurgly, and the noises. Stop and like look around. Somebody hear that? And it cycles through your digestive system and you eventually have to go to the bathroom. I don't think that's very attractive. Obviously, I haven't learned my lesson because I still drink the stuff. Can't get enough. I do have to say one thing that keeps me coming back for more, the energy.
You get all hyped up, you get excited, you get motivated, you want to go run, you want to do stuff, you want to get out, you want to do everything, you just can't stop, you have to go, you gotta go, you're always on the...
Can't beat that. I guess it is what it is, right? I'm gonna go find my cup of joe, and I will see you all another time.
Classic Durham.
Hey, Michelle, you crashed. Wake up.
Sorry. But you know what? I wonder if people in China drink coffee.
I don't know. Maybe Anna knows. Around the World goes to China next.
You guessed right, we're in China. China is one of the oldest civilizations, dating back to 6000 BC. The Chinese government has to put limits on how many kids people can have because China's growing population is over 1 billion. 1 in every 5 people in the world is Chinese. Oh, yum! Chinese food is one of my favorites. But the fortune cookie wasn't a traditional custom. It was invented in the 1920s in a noodle factory in San Francisco. Toilet paper was invented in China in the late 1300s, but it was only for the emperors. Thank gosh, now we can all use it. There are a lot of differences between the US and China. Like China is only one time zone, despite the fact that it's just a little bit smaller than the US. And white, rather than black, is the mourning color for funerals. Ping pong is one of the most popular games in China, but it originated in Britain. And what do the Chinese like to do in their free time? They like to collect stamps. It's one of the most popular hobbies in China. Aww, isn't she so cute? In some parts of China, pigtails are associated with a girl's marital status. Young girls would wear 2 and married ones would wear 1. This may have contributed to the Western view that pigtails are associated with young girls. Speaking of kids, they keep crickets as pets because cricket fighting is a popular amusement. The 2008 Olympic Games were the most expensive games in history, costing $40 billion. The Athens Games that were in 2004 were $15 billion. And of course, the Great Wall of China. It started being built in 7th century BC, with great improvements coming 500 years later. It was built from earthstones and wood to keep enemies away in the north. It stretches 5,500 miles long. I must say, since being in China, I have managed to use these chopsticks pretty well. And I'm starving, so I'll see you next time.
I love when Anna goes places and she brings us gifts.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fan of that.
We'll be right back after this.
Every little girl just wants to be beautiful, but the images they are shown are unrealistic. They need someone to turn to for advice and encouragement. That's why the Big Brothers Big Sister program provides a positive relationship that can better a child's life forever. Be a big brother or a big sister today and be a positive role model that every child needs.
What's up at the Lincoln Children's Museum? Planes, trains, and automobiles, sports, games, balls, and wheels. You can play, learn, imagine, and grow. You can read a story or put on a show. It's splashy, sciencey, artsy too. In fact, the only thing that's missing is you! The Lincoln Children's Museum on 14th and P.
When severe weather strikes the Lincoln area, you can turn to Star City News with Kayla Bremer. With the latest technology, Kayla can keep you informed on current conditions and help you plan the rest of your week. Don't let the Nebraska weather catch you off guard. Turn to Star City News every Tuesday at 5 on Channel 21 for the coverage you need.
It's time to stand up.
It's time for respect and compassion.
Time to stop bullying.
Schools, youth groups, your community can stop bullying.
Stand for the Silent and Serve Nebraska are joining together to invite every school, youth group, and student in Nebraska to participate in a statewide event to introduce, promote, and reinforce anti-bullying practices.
Help us reach our goal to end the bullying in Nebraska.
The Center for People in Need provides essential resources to people in our community through many programs. One is the Job Training Program. The Job Training Program prepares participants for careers in forklift operation, warehousing, print services, and more. The Center for People in Need is looking for employers in Lincoln to get involved with the Job Training Program. For more information, visit centerforpeopleinneed.org.
Hey, while we were on break, I raided Aaron's music library. Look what I found. Slayer, 9 Inch Nails, Britney Spears.
Oh, Britney Spears. Let me see that one.
Well, let's see what he has for us this week on Select Tracks.
Hello, and welcome back to Select Tracks. I'm your host, Aaron Keith. Here on Select Tracks, I'll take you through my personal music library and highlight one of my favorite bands. Today we take a look at the thrash metal band, Pantera. Pantera was a four-piece from Arlington, Texas. It was comprised of brothers Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul Abbott, who played guitar and drums respectively, vocalist Phil Anselmo, and bassist Rex Brown. Pantera's initial sound was very different from what they ended up with. During the 80s, Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul played glam metal, akin to Van Halen and Quiet Riot. They released 4 albums independently before being signed to Atco Records. The band's first major release, 1990's Cowboys from Hell, marked a transition for Pantera. They changed their sound from glam to heavier groove thrash metal. Pantera became one of the pioneers for the new wave of American heavy metal. As Pantera continued to reap commercial success during the early 90s, band tensions began to rise between the brothers Abbott and Anselmo. In 1995, Anselmo began focusing on side projects and turned to heroin to help his back pain. He overdosed in 1996. Eventually, Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul became more frustrated with Anselmo and officially broke up Pantera in 2003. After the breakup, Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul formed a new band, Damage Plan. On December 8, 2004, Dimebag Darrell was shot and killed on stage during the first song by a mentally unstable Pantera fan. For a newcomer to Pantera's music, I would suggest the 1990 release, Cowboys from Hell. Dimebag Darrell's guitar shreds through the title track while Anselmo hits the high notes in Cemetery Gates. Pantera is one of the juggernauts of thrash metal. It can find a place in anyone's music library. This has been Select Tracks. For Fast Forward, I'm Aaron Keith.
Pantera is such a great band. I bet I could be in a band. 8675309.
That sounds like a number I just got the other day.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I wonder what's up next.
Intensive Care with Dr. Cool.
Welcome to Intensive Care with Dr. Cool. So Alex, let's talk about how to approach and talk to the ladies.
You know, I tried that MC Hammer thing like you said, but it just didn't seem to work.
That's because of your approach. Attracting the ladies is done with a few simple steps.
Okay, I'm ready.
First, you have to make it look like a coincidence you're seeing her. It can't look like it's on purpose.
Got it.
Secondly, compliment her non-stop. The more you compliment, the more she'll like you.
Oh, cool.
That's my name. Don't forget I'm a doctor. I went through 8 years of hell for that. Hey, you got a cell phone?
No. What's that?
It's a mobile device used to call people. Get one of those, ask a girl for her number, say you just want to talk sometime later.
That's it? This is cake.
Yes, it is. Well, that's all the time we have for today. See you later.
I wonder who that could be. The doorbell doesn't usually ring. What is this? Oh, my precious cellular phone. I've waited 6 weeks for you. Hey, check out this new device I have. It's called a cellular telephone.
Whoa, that is massive. Nice.
Oh, hey, I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, I work here actually. What would you like?
I'll take the most popular one.
All right, that will be our fantastic flower.
Great, sounds good.
All right, just go ahead and sit there.
If you're a magnet, I'd be attracted to you.
Okay.
I hope you know CPR because you take my breath away. I like this talking to you. Can I get your number?
Sure. 867-5309. And by the way, your bill comes to $157.75.
Wait, what? Hey, I wonder if this number actually works.
Alex, you know that number's fake, right?
What? I hate it when girls give me fake numbers.
It's okay. Probably just about as much as Brock would. Brock's most hated? Next.
Hello, thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of Brock's Most Hated. I am Brock Workman. On today's show, we're going to tackle a subject that is spread across the world like a wildfire. It's a subject that I can't get all that into, otherwise I'm just going to get really sad and depressed about the state the world is in. I hate reality television so very much, it is absolutely ridiculous. For the record, I'd like to point out that there are two different kinds of reality TV. On one hand, you have the competition-based shows, like The Amazing Race and Survivor and Best of All Big Brother. And these shows are good because they actually resemble some form of reality. And on the other hand, you have these ridiculous shows like Jersey Shore and Mob Wives and 16 and Pregnant / Teen Mom and The Real Housewives of Nobody Really Cares. And worst of all, keeping up with all those freaking Kardashians. Okay, on one episode of Teen Mom, they follow these teenage mothers around and they show all of the drama that goes into their lives and whatnot. But on one such episode, we have Janelle Evans. And Janelle had the thing that she loved the absolute most in the world taken away from her.
I had to sit here and quit smoking pot for like a whole year and not get in trouble or anything.
Alright, now I'm no therapist, but I think she might have blown that just a tad bit out of proportion. Finally, we have Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney and Kim Take New York, and Chloe and Lamar. All of these are dumb. But on one such episode of Kourtney and Kim Take New York, Kourtney is very upset at the paparazzi for taking pictures of her and her sister while they work out. Kourtney says, and I quote, "We're working out all sweaty and gross. I'm like bent over in not the cutest position. Sometimes I just wish I could have one day of peace." Well, Court, workouts are not designed to make sure you look cute. But if you want tips for the camera, I got your back. Number 1, change your last name. Number 2, move out of a big city. No, not me, one of these. And 3, stop working out. And eventually, they'll stop with the pics, if you catch my drift. Now it's time for my final thought. Now brace yourself, because it's about to get real. In my preparation for this episode, I have come to the conclusion that John Hamm's recent comments are absolutely 100% spot on. Stupidity and immaturity are now celebrated on television, which is evident by the fact that not only do these shows exist, but people watch them. They get good enough ratings to stay on the air, and my friends, that physically pains me. Well, hey, that is all the time we have this week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to go back and watch all my other episodes and like them on Facebook. Take care, spike your hair. Good night to the people of Romania.
Hey, Michelle, we have to spike our hair.
And why do we have to do that?
Well, Brock just told us to take care and spike our hair.
No, Alex, that's how we end today's show. We end our show just by thanking everyone for watching and tuning in for another Fast Forward episode.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Good night, Alex.
Good night, Aaron. Good night, Michelle.
Good night, Devin.
Good night, Vanessa.
Good night, Alan.
Good night, Anna.
Good night, Brock. Good night, John Boy.
It's the wrong show.
Hey, you guys are still here? It's a wrap, guys. Go home.
Good night, LTL.